So one of the things we want to do occasionally is manage scheduled jobs. Let's say we have something that we want to run at a regular basis, or on a regular basis. So a great example of this would be a backup. That would be a job that we want to run on a regular basis. Another example might be updating the app's cache. So app to update might be something we want to run on a regular basis. So lots of different possibilities of things we might want to do on a regular basis. Well, we can schedule jobs using it's called cron tab or chronometer table. So to list our jobs, we're going to type get to the right window cron tab dash L. And it says no cron tab for David. Well, when you do this, by the way, it's going to show your cron tab. And there is one for every user, including the root user, by the way. Every user can have their own cron tab for their own scheduled jobs. Now, if I want to display somebody else's, let's do cron tab dash dash help. And you're going to see cron tab dash U will let me choose to look at a user's cron tab. I'm going to have to do that as a root user, however. I can't just look at anybody's just because I want to. All right. Also notice dash R will let you delete it. All right. We're going to look at the edit, which is one that we'll use quite a bit. So I'm going to clear my screen here and let's edit. Since we don't have one, we're going to do cron tab -E, and that's going to edit our cron tab file. Now, if you have multiple text editors, it might pop up and ask you which text editor you want to use for this. You just pick the one you want and it'll let you do it. So here's how this is going to work. This gives us a nice little example right here at this comment line, and it says we're going to do a series of things in order, a series of values in order. So the first one is the minute. Which minute of the hour do I want this to run on? So I'm going to do a completely off the wall one. I want 15 minutes after the hour. So that's going to be value of 1 through 60. I can space, double space, tab, whatever to keep these separate. I'm just going to space. So what hour? This is going to be 0 through 23, so it's in 24-hour time. And I want this to run at 5 a.m. every morning. So minutes 15, hours 5. This is going to be 5 a.m. or 5:15 every morning. So DOM is date of month. Now if I don't care about that, I'm going to use an asterisk. The MON is going to be the month, and again, I want to run every asterisk, and then the day of the week is going to be 0 through 6, 0 being Sunday. So I want to run this every Tuesday. So if 0 is Sunday, 1 is Monday, 2 is Tuesday. So this is every Tuesday, 5:15 in the morning, regardless of what month it is, regardless of which day of the month that it is. And then I'm going to give it the command. And I'm going to give it a completely weird command. ls-li for /home/David. I want to redirect the output to a file. I'm going to put it home David, and I'm going to call it dir list. So basically, every Tuesday, I want you to give me a listing of all of the files in my home directory and save them to dir list. And enter. All right, that creates a cron tab entry for me. Now, I can do this all kinds of different ways. It's incredibly flexible. So just remember this pattern, and this gives you a nice breakdown: minutes, hours, date of month, the month of the year, the day of the week, and then the command. Let's take a look at their example here. This one is 05. So minute would be 0, hour would be 5, so 5 a.m. Doesn't matter which day of the month, doesn't matter which month of the year, but we're going to do it for the day of the week is going to be on 1, or going to be 1. That's going to be every Monday. And then it's running basically a backup using tar. So that's how you configure an entry for your cron tab file. Now we've got to save it, so I'm going to do Control O to write out my file, Control X to exit, and now if I do cron tab -L, it's going to list basically the contents of that file. And it's going to show me right here is my entry. So if I want to go back and edit that entry, let's say, shoot, I didn't mean to do it on Tuesday, I meant to do it on Monday. Then it's just cron tab, spell that right, cron tab -E, and it takes me back in and lets me edit the file. I'm going to change that to Monday instead of Tuesday. All right, so as long as we remember the pattern, so minute, hour, day of month, month of year, and always remember these are in numbers. So 0 through or 11 for a month of year, 0 through 6, day of week, day of month, 1 through 31. It's pretty straightforward. As long as we remember that pattern, it's not that difficult to schedule jobs out for us. All right, I'm going to go ahead and write out my changes. Control X to get us out, and we have successfully scheduled jobs in Linux.